What's up, everybody? So maybe it's me, but I was blown away by the percentage of chief data and analytics officers that quote unquote said their top challenge is the inability to measure data, analytics, and AI impact on business outcomes. According to the annual Gartner Chief Data and Analytics Officer Agenda Survey, the number is actually 30%, which is absolutely wild to me. Now, the next number that got me was only 22% of the surveyed organizations have defined, tracked, and communicated business impact metrics for the bulk of their data and analytics use cases. I don't know if bulk is, 51% or 96%, but bulk is bulk. Maybe a little less than that. Who knows? But regardless, we'll get to that in a second. There are three reasons that I think that these stats are so incredibly intriguing. The first is that without a data strategy, there is no AI strategy, right? Think about that. Given the amount of attention, resources, and hype, as well as signal, of course, it's remarkable to think about the enterprise challenge and opportunity of closing these gaps. The competitive dynamic of those that do versus those that don't has major competitive differentiation implications, obviously. Number two, second is the platform shift underway. This is a little abstract, but it's evolving data architectures from application-centric to data-centric. So let me explain a little bit more about what I mean by that. This is where enterprise leaders are developing compound AI systems that join data sets that were previously and historically siloed, a la in disjointed systems of record, to enable enterprises to then create previously unimaginable insights by joining those data sets and acting on them quickly through intelligent applications. A lot to unpack there. If you look into it, you're going to get as excited as I probably am, and you probably will be, but it's a fascinating subject. So it creates tremendous value, and it does so in a highly measurable way. Again, going back to the statistics here, I find that stuff unbelievable. The third and final one is the gap that is definitely going to close quickly. So given that for the overwhelming majority, more than 90%, value and outcome focused areas of the data and analytics leader's role have become the main remit over the past 12 to 18 months and will continue to be so on a going forward basis. If only I could get my hands on Gartner's Ignition Guide to build a data and analytics strategy in the age of AI. Who knows? Maybe this post will help me get there. But if any of this is interesting, subscribe to my newsletter, as I've been geeking on this stuff for a long time. And I love helping people wrap their heads around it, as it is a whole lot. Big shout out to Michael Gabbard, Senior Director Analyst at Gartner, who used vibing in his quote, one of his quotes that was excellent. And now that everyone's talking about vibe coding, shout out Andre Karpathy. That obviously caught my attention, and I hope folks get a chance to take a look at the report. And again, appreciate Gartner. Hope you have a great day. Talk soon.